Hey everybody, it's me, Ben with YNAB, and today we're gonna put on our Nancy Drew shoes and our Sherlock smock, and we're gonna do a little detective work because I found something weird that I think might be helpful. So I was looking at one of my videos, and I noticed as I was scrolling through this comment: "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out." This video is kind of about focus on the big things, not the small things, and this person is making a counterpoint. So that's interesting. Then I saw that the username was Moneybag Emoji makes $665 daily. But I didn't think much of it. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that are about like passive income or making more money or whatever. Then I found this user who had a generic quote: "The name Moneybag Emoji make $749 per day," and the exact same avatar. So I was like, well, that's pretty weird. Let's check in to see what this person's channel is all about. This user has no videos. All they have is a playlist of a video from another channel. These channels are basically little funnels to send you to this video. Now, full disclaimer, what I'm not going to try to do in this video is determine definitively if this is a scam or not. There's a broad spectrum on the terms from totally legitimate business to scam. And I'm not going to do the full due diligence to definitively say one way or the other. But what I am going to do is just walk through this, look at the techniques they're using, and see if there's any red flags I'm seeing, and ultimately determine, is this something that I would do or recommend someone else do, and why would I make that decision? And my hope in walking through this is that maybe I can give you some questions or tools that you can use to evaluate things like this. So let's go ahead and watch this video.
Are you looking for a job that you can do online?
Right away? Are you looking for jobs that you can do online? I'm not trying to be the grammar police here or be pretentious or snobby, but the marketing you put out is a reflection of you as a company. If this kind of error is slipping through on something that they're putting out to the world, that doesn't give me great confidence that there's a lot of oversight and quality control for the rest of the company. I could be wrong, but right away, that's kind of a red flag for me.
I don't mean some get-rich-quick scheme that promises you millions of dollars for 5 minutes a day of work.
That kind of already raises some suspicion because it means whatever you're about to say is something that I would automatically assume is a get-rich-quick scheme. The title of this video is "Make $695 per day from home." That's $3,500 a week, which comes out to what, $15,000 a month. It's trying to kind of lower your suspicion by being like, oh yeah, we all know about those scammy get-rich-quick schemes, right? This isn't one of those.
Let's face it, we both know those never actually work.
True.
Put in an honest shift of work and get paid $20 to $50 per hour.
So the title of this video is "Make $695 per day." In order to make $695, if you're making $50 an hour, that is 13 hours of work a day. If you're doing $20 an hour, it's way more than that. So already I'm getting some dissonance between what the video is saying and the claim that got me here.
If you were looking for a real online job that you can start getting paid for today,
get paid today. I remember being in college, I didn't have a job, I was basically living off a few student loans, and there was one point where I didn't have any money in my bank account. This is all pre-YNAB, obviously. And I needed to pay utilities. So I was Googling, how do I make $100 today? To me, it feels like you're trying to target people who are probably desperate, which is not a great look.
the very fact that one of our partners has sent you to this page,
That sounds like multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing, or MLMs, if you're unaware, it's generally a pyramid scheme. You're kind of reeled in with this promise that you can be your own boss, make all this money, but the way you actually make money is by recruiting more and more people to the business. So the people who tend to do well are the people at the very top who've recruited a ton of people who've then recruited a bunch of other people. Most people in an MLM either don't make money if they're lucky, or they lose a ton of money because they buy a ton of products or whatever and they're unable to sell them, because the real way you make money is just by recruiting people. So when someone's like, hey, one of our partners sent you to this video, that's making me wonder, is this a thing where like the way I really make money is by telling other people about this, and that's why I set up these like YouTube shell channels? I don't know. That's certainly something I'd be looking out for as I'm looking into this more. Is there a point where it's like, recruit your friends and get paid? That's a pyramid scheme, and that's going to hurt me and other people if I get involved in that.
we help ordinary people with no writing experience who have never worked online before and have no technical skills to get their first high-paying online writing job.
Why would you get a high-paying writing job if you have no skills or experience? with writing.
You might be wondering, how can someone with no writing experience get paid $20 to $50 an hour to do writing jobs online?
Yeah, no, I am wondering that.
It's a great question, and I'll let you in on the secret.
We love, as human beings, to feel like we are in on something. We love the idea that there's a secret that kind of shortcuts us to success. And the question I always have is, well, why is it a secret? Why don't more people know about it? If it is as successful as you're saying, why aren't more people doing it? So let's find out the secret.
You see, just about every business in the world right now needs to have a presence online.
That's not a secret. Of course they do. Of course, yeah, we all know that.
You need a website, a blog, social media pages, email lists.
We need a website, a blog. I'm not super confident in your ability to help me get writing jobs if this is what your marketing copy looks like. I'm sorry. Again, it's just like, if you can't put in the effort to make this video look good, how do I know you're going to put in the effort to help me make money?
Someone needs to write those social media posts, reply to the comments, write blog posts and emails, talk to the customers on live chat, and moderate the Facebook groups. It's a lot.
Like, yes, it is true that, 20 years ago, there were no social media managers. So a lot of people who've become social media managers aren't people who are formally trained in it. But a lot of those people have either built their own platform through social media and that's how they've gotten hired, or were trained in something else like communication or marketing or whatever. You're trying to make the barrier as low as possible so that more people are going to come through here. And this raises an important question. How are these people making money? These people there's no way they're doing it for free. So where are they making money in this process? Guarantee there's no way that companies are paying them to hook them up with inexperienced writers. I can't think of a single company that would pay for that service. So where is it coming from?
And the fact is that these businesses don't need an award-winning New York Times journalist for these online writing jobs.
These businesses don't need no award-winning New York Times journalist.
They don't want a professional writer. They want a real person.
I think they want both.
If you qualify, you don't need any prior experience because we train you in everything that you need to know.
There it is. That's how they're making their money. They're gonna charge you for training, which is gonna give you the experience and the credentials that you need, and they're just gonna charge you a little fee for it. Okay, so that's the video. It says now I need to fill in the form below, and I'll see you on the other side. I really don't want to click on a link I don't know the destination of. Hold on, you just need a laptop, tablet, or smartphone, reliable internet access, and 1 to 2 hours of free time each day. The name of this link is Make $695 Daily, and it says you only need 1 to 2 hours of free time each day. $50 an hour, 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's $700 for the week, not for the day. Those are two very different things. The comments on this are a little weird. This one here seems maybe like it's real, but I regret watching thousands of videos on YouTube without results. But this video changed my life. Posted 12 days ago. For anyone asking legit or not, I tried this job, 100% legit. Has anyone tried this job? Please let me know. I tried this job, legit. So I found their website. Oh, here's the quiz they were talking about to see if I qualify. So let's see if I qualify. You're eligible for this. That was it? What options could I have picked to not be eligible? Do they not want anyone who is 50? Okay, well, I'm going to take the plunge. I want to get started. I am ready to be a writer, dude. So this is my CV. This is my resume that I'm going to be sending out to all these companies. Let's say I am new to writing, but I'm a keen learner. Please take the options that best describe your skills. Let's just say none of them. I don't know how to do any of these things. I've never touched a laptop before. I will work for nothing less than $50 per hour. Why can't I choose that? Okay, $35 per hour. I can only do that. Submit to see what jobs you qualify for right now. 4 high-paying remote writing jobs in our database. Awesome. Start earning as high as $35 per hour. Okay, a little less than I thought. Job 1, write blog posts. Job 2. Wait, these aren't. Okay, so where are the jobs? Well, wait, so this hasn't actually linked me with any actual jobs. It's just saying, you know what jobs you could do? Where are the jobs? Oh, we found it. We found it. Become a fully certified remote worker in just 30 minutes. I can get certified in professional writing. 30 minutes. You English majors? 4 years? Marketing, communications majors? Just takes me 30 minutes, baby. That's all it takes to become certified. There's no company on earth that would trust a certification that takes you 30 minutes to get. There's no demonstration there that you are a good writer. But in this, it's just like, hey, take this course and boom, certified. Normally, this costs $99. But for you, Today, $1. That's nuts. That can't be real. Another technique is this discount will expire in 30 minutes. Now, I'm pretty sure this discount is probably here all the time. And here it is. Subtotal, $1. Future payments, monthly payment of $47, billed on May 6th. Once they give me the training, it should be done, right? There's no indication that there's more training. And I can find writing jobs. Like if I go to, let's go to upwork.com. Boom, I have not paid any money yet. And already, look at all of these jobs. I've not gotten a single job yet from paidonlinewritingjobs.net. And they want to charge me $47 a month for a 30-minute certification. You're probably going to work for a while and be like, why isn't this working? And each month that you do that, that's $47. And the real bummer about that is there's something called the sunk cost fallacy where, well, I've already put $47 and I can't stop now. Otherwise, that $47 will be wasted. So for a lot of people, they might get into this like being like, I'm going to make $700 a day or a week or, you know, who cares? Probably not making the rates that these people are advertising, especially if they're not experienced. And they're just going to keep paying that money until they can't anymore or they're just fed up with it. And again, I could be totally wrong. Maybe there's something amazing packed in this 30-minute certification course that I'm just not understanding. But when I see a bunch of shady stuff like this, the thing that always comes to my mind is if this company feels comfortable doing this out in the open where anyone can see, how are they going to operate behind closed doors? I don't have a lot of hope that they're going to be more honest, transparent, or upfront with it. For me, a lot of red flags. I can't confirm all of them without actually trying it, and I don't really want to give my money to this kind of thing. But to me, it seems like it's really not going to do what it's trying to make me think it'll do. My guess is they're putting this in a YNAB comment section because that's someone who seems to be interested in finance and bettering themselves. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know their intentions, so this is all speculation. But whether or not this is a scam, there are scams out there, and a lot of them are targeting very vulnerable people who are desperate for some kind of change. And that makes me really sad and upset. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Let me know if you liked this video. I've seen a lot of things like this here and on TikTok and other places. And I do think it's important to really scrutinize these things and make sure they don't just fly under the radar. But it's also pretty different from the content I'm normally putting out on this channel. So yeah, let me know if this was useful for you or for anyone that you know, if you'd like to see more of this in the future, or in general, what you'd like to see us talking about here on the YNAB YouTube channel. But that's it for me today. I didn't wind up making $749 today, but I did get to spend time with you. And for me, that's a win. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.